Winter 2026 is not about shouting with color, it's about whispering with intention. This season, the most expensive-looking wardrobes are built on barely their contrasts, softened edges, and the kind of harmony that makes strangers pause and think, she must come from money. The secret? It isn't the price tag. It's the quiet confidence of choosing two, or sometimes three, hues that hold hands so perfectly they elevate even the simplest cashmere sweater into heirloom territory. Today I'm sharing the 10 color pairings that will define refined winter style in 2026. These are the combinations that feel like inherited wealth, the ones that make fast fashion look custom and high street feel couture. They work across skin tones, ages, and budgets because true elegance never demands a fortune, only attention. Let's step into the softness together. You walk into the morning cafe, the one with the marble counter, and the barista who already knows your order. Steam curls from your flat white. Outside, the city is still wrapped in winter mist. You're wearing fog gray cashmere and the softest ivory. Nothing loud, yet everyone notices. This is the quiet confidence that lingers long after you leave the room. The fog gray, neither cold nor warm, melts against ivory like early light on fresh snow. Choose an oversized turtleneck in brushed cashmere that drapes just enough to feel expensive, paired with tailored ivory wool trousers that break perfectly over suede loafers. The textures do the talking. The matte cashmere drinks in light. The wool reflects it gently back. Against your skin, the ivory warms, the gray grounds, harmony without effort. People will assume custom. They'll whisper Scandi heiress or quietly wealthy. They assume silk, but it's the glow that speaks luxury. This is the combination that says you've already arrived, even if you're still becoming. You're at the gallery opening, the one where conversation is low and the wine is older than you are. Your coat slips from your shoulders, revealing midnight navy against moonlight pearl. The room quiets just slightly. This is the poetry of almost black meeting almost white. Midnight navy, so deep it drinks light, paired with a pearl silk blouse that catches every flicker of candlelight. The silhouette is clean, a tailored navy wool blazer with slightly rounded shoulders, high-waisted trousers that pool just enough, and the pearl blouse tucked softly, never tightly. Texture is everything here. The wool has a subtle melange that looks hand-woven. The silk carries a muted sheen that never screams. On warm skin tones, the navy becomes inky and romantic. On cool tones, it turns regal. Either way, people see old portraits in grand houses. They see lineage. They see money that doesn't need to announce itself. This is quiet luxury speaking in a whisper only the refined can hear. You step out of the car outside the bookstore you've loved since childhood. The air is sharp, but you feel wrapped in warmth. A camel coat, long and belted, floats over winter white. You look like you belong to a life of beautiful libraries and slower mornings. Camel in winter is never loud. It's the color of heirloom furniture and desert sunsets. Choose a coat with a soft, almost fuzzy alpaca blend that moves like liquid gold when you walk. Underneath, winter white cashmere, wide-leg trousers, and a tissue-thin turtleneck. The white is never stark. It's the shade of fresh cream, warming against the camel like milk and coffee. The silhouette is generous yet precise. The coat cinches gently. The trousers balance volume with a crisp crease. Light slides across the camel wool, creating subtle shadows that read as depth as money. Strangers assume Max Mara, but it's the harmony that costs nothing and gives everything. This is the combination that makes people want to know the story you're not telling. You're having lunch with the women who intimidate everyone else, but somehow always save you a seat. You're in rose smoke cashmere and barely their ballet pink. They smile like they've known you forever. This is the softest rebellion against winter's usual restraint. Rose smoke, a muted, dusty mauve, paired with a palest ballet pink silk skirt. The sweater is slightly cropped, brushing the high waist of the skirt so the silhouette stays long and graceful. Texture carries the luxury. The cashmere has a peach-like fuzz. The silk faisal catches light like water. Against your skin, the rose smoke flatters every undertone, warming cool complexions and deepening warm ones. People think Paris Atelier. They think limited run. They think you woke up this beautiful. In truth, you simply chose colors that love you back. You're walking across the frost-covered park to meet someone who matters. Your chocolate brown coat is open just enough to reveal cream beneath. You look like the heroine of a novel no one has written yet. Rich, bitter chocolate against fresh double cream is winter's most delicious secret. The coat is tailored but not severe, soft shoulders, a belt that ties instead of buckles. Underneath, a cream silk cashmere roll neck and wide-leg trousers in the same tone. The chocolate has the depth of antique leather. The cream glows like candlelight on skin. The textures play together beautifully. The wool coating has a subtle diagonal weave that catches light. The knit beneath is fine enough to feel like a whisper. People assume private tailor on Savile Row. They assume trust fund. They assume everything but the truth, that elegance this pure is available to anyone willing to listen to color. You're at the theater, the lights dimming, your storm cloud gray coat draped over the seat beside you. Underneath, the softest snow white. You feel like the calm at the center of everything. Storm cloud gray, darker than fog, softer than charcoal, meets the purest snow white. The coat is long, almost ankle-grazing, in a wool cashmere blend with a subtle satin lining that flashes when you move. Beneath, a white column, cashmere dress with a gentle cowl, or a turtleneck tucked into a flowing midi skirt. The gray absorbs light. The white reflects it back, creating a halo effect that reads as effortless wealth. The silhouette is fluid yet structured. Nothing clings, everything schemes. People think minimalist royalty. They think Copenhagen townhouse. They think you were born knowing how to dress like this. You're at the dinner party where everyone pretends they're not impressed. You're in black truffle cashmere and the warmest crème brûlée beige. They're impressed. Black truffle, a brown so deep it flirts with black, paired with a beige that carries the golden undertone of burnt sugar. The sweater is oversized but intentional, sleeves pushed just so, neckline slipping off one shoulder. The trousers are high-waisted, wide-leg, in the crème brûlée wool that looks like it cost more than the table you're sitting at. The contrast is subtle but devastating. The truffle grounds, the crème lifts. Light dances across the beige while creating expensive-looking highlights, while the cashmere drinks it in. People assume the row. They assume private sale. They assume everything except that you found both pieces on sale and simply understood how they wanted to be worn. You're browsing the vintage bookstore on a Sunday when the light is perfect. Your antique pearl coat glows against weathered oak trousers. The bookseller looks up and forgets what he was saying. Antique pearl, not white, not cream, but the color of pearls that have been loved for decades, meets the soft brown gray of aged wood. The coat is structured yet feminine, with a subtle sheen that only reveals itself when you move. The trousers are tailored from a wool linen blend that looks like it once belonged to someone important. The palette is muted, almost melancholy, but deeply romantic. The pearl warms against skin. The oak grounds without weighing down. Texture is quiet luxury incarnate. The slight slub of the trousers, the velvet-like hand of the coat lining. People think European aristocracy on holiday. They think inherited wardrobe. They think you've never had to try. And in a way, they're right, because when color loves you this much, trying becomes irrelevant. You're at the ballet, the final act, when the lights come up slowly. Your midnight plum wrap coat slips open to reveal dawn blush beneath. You look like the emotion the music was trying to express. Midnight plum, so deep it's almost black until the light hits, paired with the softest blush that ever existed. The coat is belted cashmere with an exaggerated collar that frames the face like a portrait. Beneath, a blush silk slip dress or a fine knit set that schemes rather than clings. This is color as poetry. The plum absorbs, the blush reflects, creating a glow that reads as inner wealth. The silhouette is liquid grace, nothing severe, everything forgiving. People think couture. They think front row regular. They think you were born in the upper box. In reality, you were born with taste, and that, darling, is the most expensive thing of all. You're walking home through the first snowfall, the city quiet for once. Your sage green coat brushes your calves, ivory scarf trailing. You look like you've inherited peace itself. Sage, not trendy green, but the muted, herbaceous shade of dried herbs in a country kitchen, meets winter ivory. The coat is double-faced cashmere, heavy enough to feel protective, soft enough to feel like a hug. Beneath, ivory everything: roll neck, trousers, boots the color of fresh cream. This is the combination that makes people want to be gentler. The sage calms, the ivory purifies. Light behaves differently here: soft, diffused, expensive. The silhouette is relaxed elegance. Coat open, scarf draped, hands in pockets. People think old estate in the countryside. They think horses and fireplaces and letters written by hand. They think everything quiet luxury promises, but rarely delivers. You simply chose colors that already loved each other, and let them love you back. These are your elegant winter 2026 color combos that look way more expensive than they are. Which pairing speaks to you most? Comment below, save this video, and subscribe to Noir Fashion for more timeless inspiration every day.